Hey friends, today we're working on a spread. I was watching a video yesterday by Christine from Christine Rose L, and she was sharing some spreads. In fact, she called it Cozy Autumn Spreads, and I thought those look really cool and I would love to do one of them. And so I thought what we could do today was kind of lay the cards out and give it a go. Now, she did a combination of tarot and oracle, and I thought maybe we could do that as well. So I am working with the Dark Mansion, and I pulled an oracle deck out. Now I am not sure, I've never used these two decks together. So this is, let's see, this is the Hero's Journey Dream Oracle, and these are the card backs. So I thought maybe we can take a quick look to kind of see what that would look like. And obviously they're very, very different art styles, but right away I like these colors together. They look really good. So I'm feeling like I might try it because you never know. And you hear that a lot, right? The artwork they don't need to be samey or matchy. Sometimes decks couldn't be further apart from each other, but when you use them in tandem, they just work well together. You know, they either the keywords or the messages really ties in to the tarot card. So you just don't know until you try. So I think I'm gonna do it because so far I feel like these colors, the colors are really vibrant and potent, and I feel like these I don't know, you never know, they can work together. So let me clean up here. Okay, so I have both of my decks here. They're shuffled, they're ready to go. But just real quick, I even love the card backs of these two decks together. So this ought to be interesting. So in the video that I saw yesterday, Christine did 3 different spreads, but I think the one that I'm gonna work on today is one that she called the Autumn Reflection spread. So we are gonna draw 5 cards. And let me make sure that all of these are in view for you. And what I'm gonna do, this center card, I'm gonna like move it up because that one is going to be the shadow work message. So I'll put the cards here like that, and then I'm going to pull the oracle cards. Now for the oracle cards, these are grounding cards, right? So I'll put one here, here, and here. So these will help to clarify any messages that come through for us. So the first card is letting go. What I need to release as the season changes. Okay. The Hanged Man. Oh, that's interesting. And then the second card, Harvest. What strengths or skills are ready to be harvested? So there. Oh, wow. So we have Temperance. That is very, very interesting. In Christine's video, she did all of her tarot first and then went back to the oracle cards, but I'm kind of wanting to look at them in sections. So for letting go, what I need to release. So this is really interesting because we have the Hangman. And so I almost kind of get the feeling like this work is already in progress. So whatever it is that needs to be released is in the process of happening, and what needs to be harvested is being tempered all at the same time. So this process of releasing and harvesting is working kind of in tandem, is how I'm kind of seeing that. But let's look at the oracle card. Ooh, Afterglow. Oh my gosh, look at how great that card is. Afterglow. Land gracefully. So that's a beautiful message, because actually, I'm gonna move some of this stuff here so I can get everything in frame, because it's really pretty. First of all, I'm loving these colors together, and I'm happy that I chose these decks. So letting go, we have the Hangman. For me, that kind of feels like it's happening. It's happening. It's going on right now. And then we have Temperance. So I feel like it's happening. It's not been easy. It's not been easy. And there's been a little bit of back and forth. But afterwards, I feel like this, when I see afterglow, it reminds me of an expression my daughter used the other day. She was like, "Oh, she's got a glow up." I was like, "Oh, okay." But I kind of feel like that is relevant to this message, right? Because afterwards you do kind of get a glow up. But the other thing is like a little bit of like a cautionary message, right? Land gracefully, because these are things like, these are two major arcana cards, and these are things that are not easy to do, right? Letting something go is the type of thing that is so much easier said than done. And then how much is enough, right? Like, where's the line? Where's the balance? And I feel like that's where Temperance comes in. I feel like it's a trial and error, and you go back and forth, and sometimes you overextend, or you don't do enough, and you kind of have to go back and forth. So you may have some wins, you may have some losses. But with this card, it reminds me that even if there is a loss, it's okay. We just have to remember to land gracefully, and then we get up and we try it again. So I love this message, and I love the irony of these two cards, right? This one is hanging by a thread. This card is so funny. He is hanging by a thread, and this figure is gracefully throwing themselves, and be it where they may land. It doesn't matter. It's kind of dark and murky at the bottom, but they're just gonna go for it. I kind of love that. And you see also in the Hangman, there's this dark viney area down here at the bottom, that is also kind of giving that same vibe, right? Like, you don't know what you don't know. But the only way to know is to actually try. I mean, that's kind of how I'm seeing that. Oh, that's so neat. Okay. So the third card, this one here, this is shadow work. So what hidden aspects of myself are emerging? Ooh, oh my goodness. I feel like this couldn't be more spot on. The Queen of Pentacles. I'm loving this card in this position. Okay, aspects of myself that are emerging. And I do feel a sense of this coming into my own and really taking a stand in the way that I'm running the home and the relationships that I have with my family members and in the things that I'm trying to train my kids up in. I really like this message, and I'm very curious to see what the oracle card says. Oh, wow. Oh, why have I never used these two decks together? Where you are is where it's at. Stay until you are divinely removed. I mean, if that is not a position of power, I don't know what is. This is affirming the aspects of myself that I at times keep hidden, that are kind of coming to the surface, are the things that I need to be doing at this moment of my life more than ever. And this card is kind of affirming that I'm on the right track. I'm on the right track, doing all the right things. I love both of these cards together. They're just, oh, such a good message. Oh, wow. Okay, so card 4, Inner Wisdom. What message does my inner self have for me? Okay. Oh, that's interesting. The Knight of Swords. And card number 5, Grounding. Whoa. How can I stay grounded during this time of transition? Okay, so we have the Judgment card. I mean, so like right away, I'm seeing I have 3 major arcanas and 2 court cards in this spread. Okay, so number 4, Inner Wisdom. What message does my inner self have for me, and how can I stay grounded during this time of transition? I almost get the sense that maybe my inner self is asking me to take more action, to take more of a stand, to have a more of a pronounced voice, and almost to take charge, maybe not be a little bit more proactive instead of reactive, is kind of what I'm getting here. And how can I stay grounded during this time of transition? And this card is everything. This is probably one of my most interesting Judgment cards of any deck that I have, because in essence what I'm seeing is a celebration. This is a celebration. The full moon is out, and it's a party. There's dancing, there's singing, there's playing of instruments, there's candlelight, and it's almost like you can stay grounded during this time of transition by remembering what it is that you're trying to do, right? Because we have over here the Hangman as well as the Temperance card, right? And this is a process that seems to already be happening right now. And over here we have kind of like the after message, right? Afterglow, land gracefully. And I feel like this is a reminder to celebrate. I feel like this is a reminder to celebrate and to really take charge. I feel like with this air, this card of air is telling me that I need to kind of maybe even upskill my communication, and take more of a stance. Take more of a stance, and then a celebratory attitude when I do these things. Give myself a pat on the back. Recognize when I do these things. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. So let me see the oracle card. Oh. You've won the lottery. Make room for wonderment. All right, I think I'm spot on. Look how beautiful these are. And I was just going to say, kind of look at the way that these two, they feel synchronistic. Look at the colorway, right? Look at here, all these like golden yellows, and just like over here where the sun may potentially be, I don't know, could that be that the sun is rising or setting? I don't know, but the colors really speak to me. I love this, and I feel like there's more of a message here, but just like Christine mentioned, like this is a great spread for me to now lay out and then kind of sit with my journal and see what comes at me. But I love having this moment to kind of, you know, take a quick glance and kind of see what it is that stands out to me. And I really wanted to play around with the decks. You know, I always feel like I have a hard time finding a deck that would work well with the Dark Mansion, but I like these decks together. I love their colors and the messages. I feel like they're really, really great. They're really great. I like this. This has been so good, and I almost feel like I'm gonna eat and run, and I don't but now, like, all I want to do is quickly run to my table and pull out my journal and sit with these cards and see what comes. So thank you for taking some time with me to go through this spread, and thank you to Christine over at Christine Rose L for this beautiful autumn reflection spread. I love it, and if you get a chance, actually I'll link her video below. She's posted 3 different spreads that, again, combinations of tarot and oracle, and I feel like this has been great, and I would love to kind of experiment with some of the other spreads as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you got any insight from these cards or had any kind of first impressions or thoughts, feel free to drop them in the comments. I would love to hear what came through for you. Thanks again.